Dear learners, this is Shashi Ramachandran. In this video, we will discuss the users of accounting information and their needs. So, you all know the process of accounting begins with the identification of financial transaction and their money measurement, recording them in the books of accounts, classifying them, that is, posting them into ledger, preparation of financial statement, that is, income statement and a position statement, interpreting and communicating to the users of accounting services. So, you can say that every step in the process of accounting generates information. This information facilitates the various users of accounting service to arrive at a rational decision. So that means the accounting information which is generated by the accounting process is communicated in the form of reports, statements, graph and chart to the users who need it in a different decision situations. So as we already discussed that there are two main user groups, that is internal users and external users. Now internal users are the one who are directly connected with the operation and management of the business entity, or we can say which are those who are within the business, and the external users are the one who are basically like the one who are outside other than the management. Okay, accounting service except the management fall under the category of external. So other users of accounting service, those who are other than the management or outside the business. Okay, and these outside business users, they usually get their information through the published information which are published in magazines, newspapers, or some on their website. So they get the information from there. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about internal users first. Internal users and their needs. So in the first category, internal users, there are management. Management, of course, you read that managerial decision. To take the managerial decision, management need information. Okay, so management need this information for the smooth and efficient functioning of the business. Okay, so they need this one so that they can work accordingly. They know the data and they can take their decision based on that, so that the management can be you can say it can be planned or coordinate in a proper manner, in a smooth and efficient manner. Also they need it for making a future plan and for controlling the business entity. So the basically the accounting information what they get through trading P&L account, balance sheet or other or accounting statements, they make a report on that. They need frequent information with regard to cost price, selling price, and they produce actually annual report of the entity, uh, which from the accounting information. Okay, and of course they are the one who publish the information in different magazines and the newspaper. Okay, moving to the next category, they are the owner. Again, in companies, if shareholders are also the owner of the business, and then proprietors, the one who invest money into the business. Okay, the shopkeeper next to your house is a proprietor. He is a owner of a business. He has invested money into his shop. Now why he requires this accounting information? He is a one who want to know whether his investment is safe or not. Okay, in a long run, shareholder who invest money, proprietor, the one who invest money, the owner who invest money in his business, he want to be sure that his capital which is invested in the business is safe in the long run. And also he wants to know the regularity of the returns, returns on their investment in a short run. Like shareholder, if you invest, these are the investors, actually already existing investors, the one. If I say talk about a single person handling the business, then his own money is invested. But if I talk about the partnership or a company, many investors are there. So investors, the one who have invested, they're the owner, partial owner of the business. Now their investment, they need to know that what returns they are going to get. Again, whether they are going to get a returns regularly, or and what amount of investment returns they are going to get. Okay, in this category there is third one as employees. Of course, employees within the organization, they too need uh, accounting information. Now, why they need accounting information? To assess the ability of getting a higher pay. Okay, whether the firm can, seeing the accounting information, basically they understand what is the position of financial position of the business, whether they can get a higher pay, regular wage payment, or a bonus. Okay, or something like provident fund, depositing in the provident fund for the workers. Some separate funds can be created by the company, since their accounting information shows a good results. Or and also beside this, like if in case the firm is earning huge profits, so there are chances of opening a new branch. So in that case, there is a possibility of promotion of worker. So even the employees are interested for that. Okay, now we'll move to external users of accounting information. So like management, they provide the publish information to all the external end users, while management actually uses the both the published one and the unpublished one. So moving to the external users, let's see how they need. Now there is a first category called as a potential investors. Potential here means the one who are interested in investing the money. If I say investor, investor is a one who already invested the money, he is an existing one. Okay, and the potential, those who are interested to invest. So even uh, the investment, making investment involves risk. So the investor have no control on the preparation of accounting information, so they rely on the information provided to them in the form of published information. So they they try to evaluate the earning prospects of the business, of the company, and also safety of their investment. So why potential investors need this information? They want to know, they actually evaluate on their own basis the earning prospects of the company. Okay, and also the safety of their investment in case they invest money into the business. Then there are bankers and the financial institutions. So now bankers and the financial institution, they provide long term need, they provide long term need and term loan. They provide the loan, medium term or a long term loan, to the business entity, so that they can make financial appraisal of the entity. And now, so that means this investment is basically to invest in the business. So company approaches bankers and the financial institutions to raise loan. And for that, of course, bankers, they need to know the repayment capacity of the business or the business entity, how good they are, what is their financial position, whether they are financially sound to pay the money on a like stipulated, after stipulated time. And also they want to know the interest what they are getting will be regular or not. So regularity of interest payment, see, as I told you, accounting information is analyzed in such a manner that the users, they know some information, they have accounting information, actually accounting, they have accounting knowledge. So as per their knowledge, they get the analysis is done, so that they get what information they need. Okay, so with the bankers and the financial institution, they actually want to know, if the loan is granted to the company, then what is their repayment capacity, how well they are, how sound, financially sound the company is. Okay, and whether they from the past results, they can see whether they were regular in payment of interest on their loans. So that way they can take a decision whether to provide a loan, whether to sanction the loan or not. Coming to the next one, creditors. Now these are the suppliers. In simple term, you can say, now the suppliers, you know that suppliers are the one who provide goods on credit to the business entity. See, supplier is the one who provide the raw material. If he provides on the cash basis, then we are not bothered about the supplier name. When you go to the grocery shop or a departmental stores next to your house, when you pay money and come back, he won't ask your name. But if in case you say that, you write in my account khate mein likh lena, and I'll pay you later, then of course he is going to ask your name, he is going to write your name. So then you become his creditor, you owe money to him. Okay, now the point here is, even in a company, suppliers, the one who provide goods on credit to the business entity, they also would like to know the credit worthiness of a company, of the firm. Okay, so accounting information helps to provide information about the financial soundness of the business, so they can decide whether the goods are to be provided on credit or not. Again, the same thing, analysis will give them a clear picture that how this company was paying in past, how this company was paying their creditors, like whether they were paying after every 2 months, 3 months. So what is a you can say what it was the trend in past. So based on that, they can take a decision. The trend on the past means every second month they pay their creditors, so that way they can decide whether to pay provide the goods on credit or not. Another thing, they ensure the credit worthiness of the firm. So before paying, of course, they see whether how sound, financially sound the company is. Okay, again, but remember, in this case, if in case of a creditor, they are only interested for the short run, because they provide credit for 2 months, 3 months, or within a year. But on the other hand, bankers and financial institution, they may provide them medium term loan or a long term loan. So they are interested in a long term project of the business, long term financial soundness of the business. Okay, now coming to the next one, government. Even government needs to know the accounting information, the data, the balance sheet, the this profit and loss account or other reports they have to go for. Why? Because they need to collect the taxes. Now, to assess the tax liability of the firm in the form of income tax, corporate tax, or a goods and services tax, so they have to go through the accounting information so that they can calculate, they can assess the correct tax liability of a firm. Also, they want to see whether now again, government is government also takes care of the way the company or a firm is performing. So whether they are using the resources properly, or they are following the rules and regulation which are again imposed by the government, so whether they are working in that atmosphere. Okay, so that also government checks beside tax liability. Okay, now the next one is researchers. Now, who are the researchers? Basically, researchers can be, you can say, the one who research, they are into the research of like companies' past data. Why they collect? So that, see, for example, a company, a firm, you want to start a company. Now, definitely, whatever company you are deciding of, whatever product you are deciding, you are going to take like do some research on that. So on your own, you can't go for research, seeing the how good the, how means your product, where it will stand, how many competitors do you have, okay, and what should be the price, and the already existing firm, how much they are earning, what they have invested. So all this information you need to when you start the business. Now these information, of course, you cannot collect, you can't go in the market and check for this. Sometimes it's all internal information. So these researchers, they actually, you can outsource these researchers. They are the one who take the information from the published data, as well as they research from the internal thing also, and get this and based on these accounting information only, they prepare their report, which actually helps not only to the new like proprietors, those who want to new businessman, those who want to start their business, but even the existing one, because they want to, existing one also want to compare their data with the other companies data. So other companies data, these type of comparison, which is called interfirm and intrafirm comparison. Interfirm here means ABC company compared with XYZ company. Intrafirm, ABC companies current year data compared with previous year data. So such research is also done by these researchers. So these researchers, they do all such research, and of course they are going, they help you out. Fine, you can rely on them. And also to know the operating performance and the financial soundness of the business entity. As you know, as I told, that this is required for the new businessman, because they want to know how good it is. For any purpose, researchers can provide you all this information. Last but not the least, public. Now public also is interested. Now why they are interested? For the growth potential of the business enterprises. Like only a prosperous entity will provide job employment opportunities to the public. Public also uses the product manufactured by the firm. So financial accounting provides such information to the public. Public is also interested in knowing about the corporate social responsibility. So all this information is derived from accounting information. So public wants to know the growth potential for job employment opportunity, and also corporate social responsibility means they actually are interested whether these companies are fulfilling their social responsibility. Sometimes what happen, like if a company is using eco-friendly methods to produce the goods, or company is like into these days social response corporate social responsibility is mandatory. Like 1 rupee goes to the girl child education, that attracts you. Yes, this company is like into social responsibility, they are giving back, they are fulfilling their responsibility towards the public. So you get interested to buy this those product. See, and also one more thing, as a student, even you as a student also comes under public. As a commerce student, you too need accounting information to prepare your projects in class 12th, even in 11th also. At the end of this session or in 12th standard, you are going to collect accounting information, or you are going to take out the trading P&L account, profit and loss account, balance sheet of a different companies, and then you are going to analyze it. In again, this is your one of your project. So as a student, you do need a accounting information, so you come under this category, public. So we discuss all these uh, users, those who are interested in accounting information, and you got it that how important this accounting information is. So hope you like this video, share this video with your friends, and do subscribe to my channel Exuberant Learners. Also click on the bell icon to get the latest updates on my channel. Thank you.